Welcome back, friends, to a little R&R. I'm Regan. This is Brooke, and she's laughing at me.
I tried so hard not to, but it was really funny because I wasn't sure what you were going to say. And I was like, oh, I don't actually know what word she was. What were you about to say?
When?
I thought you were going to say, like, you're like, and, well, we're, like, I don't know. It was like, welcome back. Like, it was like, cool.
I couldn't decide between, hey, everybody, and welcome back. So I was just like, welcome back.
I love that. Howdy, friends. I love that one.
We'll do that next time.
3.
We're going to start over. Okay.
Oh, well, I don't know. Do you want to?
I don't care.
We better start over because I don't have an intro ready to go.
I was just saying, I'll just say howdy, friends, on the Kenny one.
This is the Kenny one.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I don't know. Are we doing Kenny first?
Well, I had kind of planned to because it's just like we could do that one like real quick, get it out of the way.
Okay.
Unless you're prepared for.
I'm not really prepared for anything.
Listen, we're not. None of us are prepared.
Never.
Howdy, friends. Psych. It's Brooke this time. Ha. We are here with a very special mini episode. We are releasing this just because Regan's Kenny Chesney cherry was popped on Saturday. And she went to her very first Kenny Chesney concert, thanks to Q104. Shout out to Q104.
Yes, hell yeah. It was so much fun.
Regan, like how are you doing?
I'm tired. My feet still hurt. It's been 2 days and I can't walk.
Oh my gosh, my knees are hurting so bad.
My damn boots rubbed a blister on my heel, so that's real fun. But other than that, we're doing okay. We don't bounce back like we used to. Like,
girl, we are not nosebleed section people anymore. We are almost 30.
That's not even the problem. It's being out past 10 o'clock.
Oh, hell, that was my problem. I was like thinking if we have to walk up these stairs one more time, I think I'm just going to like fake dead and fall over.
I didn't mind that part because there weren't that many stairs. It was just an uphill climb around the spiral ramp. So I was fine with that.
There wasn't that many stairs like up to our seat or anything like that. It's just like you have to dip, dodge, duck, and dive every
there's a lot of
like drunk person.
But but we recovered. It's just taken a little extra time. Taken more than just the evening or a sleep to do it. It's taken a whole it's taken a whole day and another sleep to do it.
Like we didn't even drink too. That's like what's really sad is like, well, I guess I had a vodka lemonade. Yeah, like I sipped on it for like 5 hours.
Right. So it was more water than anything at that point.
I swear there was no vodka in there, but listen, it was like I'm sure $25. I don't even know. I didn't even want to know, honestly. I just was like, here.
I was more pissed off at the $12 bottle of water I bought. Like,
and they took your lid.
Yes. That was dumb.
By the way, I found out it's because they don't want them to throw the bottles. Like they'll put the cap back on and throw them. Because I was like, what the hell? They can still mix this crap in here. The sugars they have shoved in every nook and cranny.
I was thinking more of like a spitter. For like tobacco. I was thinking that.
I didn't even think of that because it's such a little hole, like the smart water thing. It was such tiny.
You can still.
Dang, that's a very impressive spitter.
You're not spitting it out here. You're putting it to your lip and spitting it in it.
Dang, I know, but I always felt like my uncle, like Willie, whenever he did it, he would have it like he'd have to have like a wide, styrofoam cup or whatever, just so that it wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah, no.
So they put the napkin in it.
Yeah, that's where my mind went, was a spitter, but
that's hilarious.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. So I first of all want to tell you the crazy thing that I made us do like before the concert. It was like, I got up around 10:30 or so. I had actually gotten up earlier in the day, let the dogs out, laid back down. Well, I finally was like, oh, I guess I'll get out of bed. I got to go to Michael's because Reagan's dad had gotten us these Twisted Tea cowgirl hats that we were going to wear, but they were like so big. And also I'm a child. Regan is like a normal human, but I'm a child. And so it was like, whoa, we got to go do something with these. So I had looked at Walmart. I had been to Michael's. They lied and said they had these sizer things and they didn't to put on the inside. So then.
And that's all you originally went for. You just went for the hat sizers. That was all you were going for to begin with. We were not going for anything else.
I forgot what I even like. I knew that I was going there for something for the hat, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, that was the only reason you were going anywhere was to get these hat sizer things so that the hats would fit our heads.
And then I walked into Hobby Lobby, y'all.
And she went crazy.
And I did not buy any fall or Halloween things that were out. No matter how bad I wanted to. I know.
Decor. Just decor for our hats.
Yes, and let me tell you, I was like, oh, and this is $1, and this is $1, and like, oh, what, $2.99? Oh my gosh, like I was like, this says howdy. Oh, this says, best friends with the heart, and like I just kept seeing all these things, right? So I'm like throwing it in. Well, as he's like cutting this like fabric. It was fabric.
Yeah.
But as he was like doing that, I looked in the cart and I was like, oh, I better like go through this. I'm not really too sure. I don't want us to have too many options. It's already 1:00 almost, and the concert starts at 5:30. We were gonna try to be there at like 4:35.
4:30, somewhere around in there.
We just kept pushing it back, but I called Regan from Hobby Lobby, and I'm like, Regan, we have got to decorate our hats. I'm seeing all this cute stuff, and I just can't stand it. I gotta have pink and cheetah and rhinestones and all the things, and we gotta look cute. And I'm sure. What were you thinking? Were you thinking like, oh my God, are we gonna have time for this, Brooke?
I was just like, really? Like, now that I've done my hair, my hat fits fine. I don't think I need to do anything with it. I'm fine. We're good.
But then she saw my ideas.
But then we actually saw the what do we call it? Decor, the decorations.
Well, yeah, they were little like iron-on things probably, but we hot glued them. Yeah. I think they were like originally like iron-on.
I know. I think they were just stickers. They were just stickers. We just knew they weren't going to stick. That's why we put the hot glue on them.
Oh yeah, we freaking loaded them down. It was great.
They weren't going anywhere.
We'll post some pictures. Well, I think I already posted pictures to our Facebook of them. Yep. So you'll have to let us know what you think. And we did that in like literally 30 minutes.
I think maybe like right about an hour after.
About an hour after. Yeah. Well, we were doing all the things. I was changing, and then I was hot gluing, and then I was, oh my gosh, feeding the dogs.
You were running around like a chicken with her head cut off, but it's okay.
Hey, that's what we do. We
do. Who lives like we do?
We do. We sounded like cheerleaders and not like the song. Okay, so I have
cheerleaders. Okay.
Well, listen, and I'm sure they're braless after seeing Floribama. Okay. So I wrote down some questions like right after we got home that night because I'm a crazy person and couldn't go to sleep right away. So I wanted to make sure that I was like, remembering everything and making sure I asked the good questions. So my very first question, I think I'll just ask this one first, but what did you think of your overall experience? And this can be like from the section we were like overall, from the time we like pulled in and I took the video of you to the time we walked out.
So I was overall impression, great. So much fun, had a great time. I was a little annoyed at the parking only because I literally, I looked up the map before we left. I knew I wanted to be in lot F, as in Frank, because it was the closest to our seats, but it may not have been the closest parking. It just was going to be the closest to where we needed to go in to get in and go to our seats.
Right.
However, by the time we got there, we were on the complete opposite side of everything, and we were over in lot A next to the outfield gate of Kaufman, which is a whole other stadium.
I tried really hard not to look around during this time because I am a very, I have to be in control. So I was trying really hard to look at my phone or do other things because I didn't want to do the pull a Romai.
Sure.
And me Romai, not my dad Romai.
But yeah, so that was my only peeve because literally we were where our seats were compared to where we were parked was the complete, as far as you possibly could get away in the parking lot.
And honestly, the blister probably got worse.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So that was my only downside. But honestly, we did get there late compared to everybody else because everybody was out there probably waiting to line up.
I'm so glad we did not do that.
Oh my gosh. Gates opened at 2. And I know for a fact there were people out there before 2:00 waiting to get, they were in line waiting to get in the gate to go find a parking spot.
Hell, they might have pitched a tent last night.
I know that. Exactly.
I'm telling you.
But we got there, I think we pulled in the parking lot at 5?
It was literally 5 on the dot.
I think so. So granted, being 5:00, that was late compared.
And we got right in. I mean, it was pretty much right in.
We got in. It felt like we drove forever to our parking spot.
Literally. Well, and not even drove, right? But like we were like, stop, go, stop, go. And then it was like, where are we going?
Yeah, exactly. And so we passed a lot of things. But I was like, oh my gosh, are we ever going to get to a spot where we can actually pull in? We finally did, and that was fine. We parked at a decent spot to where getting out was easier. So
A1A.
It didn't, I mean, it worked out. It just was a pain in the butt to begin, like, initially. So it was fine. We had upper level seats, which I honestly didn't mind. 1, because they were free. 2, because I'd sat in that same general area for a Chiefs game and was like, wow, I can see just fine. I can see everything that I want to see. I don't care that I'm not, face to face with Kenny. Granted, that would have been really cool, but
that would have been so cool.
I was not mad that we weren't like right there. So
oh my gosh, yeah. And I wasn't either. And like, not because I've seen him every time at Arrowhead or anything. I mean, I even told Regan during the concert, I said, dang, I really kind of almost wish that we had sat in like the lower section, not on the floor, but like one of the lower sections, because the people there, they specifically pay to have the seats right there because they don't want to stand, and they sing the entire time and dance, which is what we like to do.
Right. And we had people around us that were doing that, but there were also some people that I was like, why did you even come to the concert?
We had some Karens, y'all, and you're just lucky that I kept my mouth shut.
There were people that were sitting there the entire time. They did not bop along. They didn't clap. They didn't sing. They didn't do anything. They just sat there.
I thought they were like fighting.
Yeah.
Like
and
the mom is.
I was sitting there, I was like, I don't understand how you cannot be having fun right now.
Right.
Because, even if you're not a Megan Maroney fan, you got Zach Brown coming up. If you're not a Zach Brown fan, you got Kenny coming up. If you're not a Kenny fan, you got Megan Maroney and Zach Brown. Like, you have.
And then it's like, if you're not a Kenny fan, then get the hell out. What are you doing here? Because clearly you did not like any part of this show.
Yeah. And so I was really surprised at the amount of like unenthusiastic people
around. I know. And I was kind of shocked because normally that's the section of like the 20 somethings.
Yeah. Because they just want to be there.
Yes. But they have so much fun. And it's usually typically fun.
Right. And there were people that were upstanding and dancing and having a great time. There was a couple that was a row in front of us, next to us, that were hilarious.
They were so funny
and so cute because they were just dancing and loving on each other the entire time. And you're like, that they're having a good time, and you know that they're having fun together. And so I loved that. I was like, that's fantastic. I love it. But yeah, we've had some people that were complete opposite and just kind of some party poopers.
And let me clarify, my mother is in her 50s and she moves the entire concert. Like, her and I will dance, and like, she does not stop. So there are 50-year-olds who can have a good time, and I'd almost rather go with my parents and like you or people who
that are gonna have a good time. And I sat down every once in a while because I was like, damn, I cannot stand no more. Like, I gotta quit. And I like the song that's playing, but it's not my favorite, so I'm good. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna sing along. I'm gonna scream sing it, because that's what I do. But I'm gonna sit here and enjoy it and relax for a second. Then, when the next song comes on, I will stand up and shake my ass.
Which she did.
What's going to happen?
Which she did. I, however, was like, if I sit down, I'm not getting back up, so I'm not sitting.
Stay standing.
I kicked the cowgirl boots off. I was like, I'm so sorry about my feet. I know it's hot, but guys, I have got to do it.
But yeah, so anyway, I had a great time up in our section. So
okay, good.
I wasn't mad about it. Other than the party poopers, but that's on them, not my job to keep them entertained.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not going in order, by the way.
That's fine.
Okay. So my next question that I have for you, well, actually, okay, these two statements I want to say right now before we get too far in. What the hell, Kenny? We did not get pulled up on stage. We did not have a Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston moment, or maybe just Courtney Cox. I don't remember.
Couldn't tell you.
But we have tons of marketing ideas still. And he did.
You do. I'm still in the dark.
It's fine. But I say it, then you say, like, finish the sentence, and it's fine.
Okay, perfect.
You're the yin to my yang, remember?
Amen.
And he did end up doing which song?
Tractor Sexy. I told you he'd do it. I knew it.
I, like, really thought he was not going to, and he was going to try to, like, rotate it out.
Yeah. I don't think he'll ever get away from that song. I know. I'm sure
he can't.
Yeah, I say I'm sure he probably is like, man, I wish I could, because it was like the first song ever that he did, it seems like. But
I was gonna say, do you remember any songs before that song that came out?
I don't know if Young came out before that or if right around the same time.
I'm gonna look it up real quick because I don't think so. I think that the Tin Man was before She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody ever really remembers that because of She Thinks, like, Kenny Chesney, She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. That's what everybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's the song he's known for. But the oldest song I remember is She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy and Young. Those are the songs that I think of him. So, yeah, I don't know what came out prior to that.
Okay, I'm looking it up.
Perfect.
So when I'm gonna actually make sure we answer this question.
Perfect.
Because unlike Khloe Kardashian, we do not want to leave anyone hanging.
Right. Even though they may not have cared, we did leave them hanging.
Yes. And by the way, they did date for like half a second. I am pretty, like, I saw it on the show, and even though it was a joke, I took it seriously. So okay, so Young was released in 2003, and oh no, I was right. 1999 was 1999 when She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy.
Okay.
October 4th, 1999.
Hilarious. I turned
on your fifth birthday. Oh, you were born in 94?
Yeah.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
In my head, I was doing mine 95.
That was 4 days before Blair was born.
Yes. Yeah. Because we haven't even talked about that yet. But you and your sister, we'll get to that story when I mix y'all up in a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. So.
Birthday on Blair's birthday.
Yeah. I'm just going to flip you guys for the rest of the time. Keep you on your toes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So we already discussed our twisted tea hats that we twisted into cute cowgirl hats for any country concerts that we can use until we die, really.
Pretty much.
Okay, so what did you think of the weather? And I know we kind of already talked about your seat impression, so what did you think of the weather?
I don't know that we could have had better weather, because it was a little toasty when we got there. Yeah. But it definitely could have been hotter. So I was happy about that. It was only like mid 80s, if not low 80s. It really wasn't too bad.
Did it get hotter when the sun went down?
It did not.
I was trying to hold that in for so you could finish your sentence.
But then when the sun did go down and it got dark, it got cooler and there was a breeze, and I was like, man, I am glad I wore a dress, because now I'm cool. I'm comfortable. This is perfect. I don't feel like I'm gonna die of heat exhaustion. Yeah. At this point. So
the breeze was amazing.
It was beautiful. And like I said, I don't think we could have gotten better weather.
It
was absolutely perfect. So
I mean, maybe a couple degrees cooler in the beginning, but it was awesome.
But even with the sun up in the heat, I was not mad at it. I was a little sweaty, but I wasn't mad.
My forehead was sweating so bad because of that sizer in there. I had stuck it it was glued to my forehead.
Yes. But
okay, so speaking of fine. Okay, good. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
So speaking of temperature and all of that, and hats, and then our clothes.
Yes.
What did we think? I know we saw kind of a semi-homecoming, nice hot pink dress looking outfit. We saw some butt cheeks with some ruffles.
Oof. Those
were I think it was a piece of material.
In my life.
I wasn't too sure what was happening there.
But yeah, full on butt cheeks hanging out of those. Because, that was short.
Yeah. And not dogging your white cowgirl boots at all. My friend Tina kept commenting how whenever we went to see George Strait in Iowa, and she's like, everybody's wearing these white cowgirl boots. What is it?
Yeah.
So I didn't notice that as much yesterday. I mean, I noticed it, but not a ton.
I say, I don't know that I really paid attention to the colored boots necessarily. I mean, we noticed the sparkly ones, because those were whoa, those were great. I love
looking
those.
At every shoe.
I was looking at them all too, but I don't think I paid attention to the color necessarily.
Or they didn't stand out. Yeah, the sparkle ones we loved.
Right, because they were different. I have 2 sets of cowgirl boots. Cowgirl boots. I can't talk apparently.
Cowboy baby.
I have 2 pairs.
Back in the sunshine shining.
Oh my gosh. But I have a white pair and I have a brown pair, and they are the exact same boot, just different color. I got them off Amazon. They were $50 a piece, and I figured that was a pretty good deal. So, but my white boots went with my dress way better than my brown boots did, because my dress was red with white polka dots kind of all over it. So if I wore the brown, it looked funny.
Yeah.
So white obviously had to go with it. So.
And how much for that blister there, ma'am?
Oh, hell. Nice scab that I'm going to have to wear flip-flops the rest of the week until it heals.
Oh, we even tried Jake's socks. What the hell?
I know. I wore different
what the heel?
Socks this time. Exactly. Wore different socks this time, taller socks, so that they wouldn't fall down. Because the last time I got the blister, I wore short socks and they fell down under my shoe, like under my heel. So this time I wore taller
and then it's
socks.
a whole thing because it's like bugging you the whole concert and you can't focus.
Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't know I had the blister until we started walking to the car. I did not have a single feeling until we got out of our seats and started walking to the car.
I got a feeling.
I was like, damn it, I have a blister. And it's on the same foot that I got it on last time.
Well,
it must just be that.
Were you expecting it to be on a different one?
It was on my left foot. Both times that
I've got it. It sounded like you were shocked that it was on the same foot.
Well, yeah, because I would think I didn't think I was going to get a blister, first of all, but I'm mad that it was on the same foot in the same spot.
Because then it was like, it just came back around. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? It was annoying.
And speaking of hell no, HTO, what did you think? We stopped by there on our way to the concert.
So good. I actually got mine for free because I signed up for the app, and so they gave you a free huge sized tee.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't get that whenever I signed up.
I signed up. I got an email. I got an email that said you just earned a free, or thanks for signing up. You earned a free huge tee or whatever. And I was like, hell yeah.
Christopher Robin and I are gonna have to go kick some ass.
But I got the sweet wild raspberry tea. And
that was just one like from a.
Yeah, that was just in a. Pitcher.
What are those things called?
I don't know.
The tea holders.
Yes, the pitcher, the dispenser.
Yeah, the tea dispenser. There we go.
So it was just, on their wall of teas, and I had already looked at their menu because I wanted to kind of be prepared. I didn't want to be overwhelmed. So I was looking at.
I was very overwhelmed the first time.
Wanted to see what flavors they had, and wanted to make sure that they were going to have one I liked or that I wanted to try. And
or like mix or whatever.
Exactly. So I had picked out either the sweet wild raspberry or the mango because I know I like the fruity teas. Yeah. And so I walked in. They have the best ice.
They do.
It's crushed ice.
Yeah.
Like, it's crushed like Sonic, but more crushed.
I was gonna say it's like a combination of Sonic and Quick Trip Crush.
Yeah. It's just like
that's a whole lot of. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it's like it's so good. It's like sleet.
Chef's kiss. That's what I was expecting you to do. Like you were like, yeah.
But yeah, so I got the cup, got the ice, and I was like, ooh, I love the ice. That's great. And then I saw my sweet wild raspberry was right there, the first one. I said, that's a sign. I'm getting that one.
I literally almost did the same thing with Texas chai because I was like, I know I like chai, and it will kind of make it sweet, I think. I didn't know that it was going to be like Christmas in July, but
Christmas in a cup because it had that kind of a clovey.
Yeah, like
spicy,
not cinnamony, but like kind of cinnamony.
Just a spice in there that.
Well, it's chai.
Yeah, exactly. It is chai. But,
okay,
so got that and loved it. It was so much fun. I will definitely go back. They're not.
Did you get a snack though? That's what I was trying to ask you because I felt like yes,
I did. I got salt and pepper pork rinds and I got kettle corn. So I have a salty and a sweet snack.
Love it.
Yes, and they were both very good.
Yeah, they're. And by the way, they're like healthy, vegan, gluten, all that type of crap stuff. Because I went to like ask her if I said, are these just like normal potato chips or what's missing here? Am I getting, she said, well, they're like the healthy one. And I said, is that all you got is healthy here? And she kind of laughed and she goes, yeah, they're like healthier snacks. And I said, well, fine, I guess. Give me a cupcake then.
Yeah, right.
And I think that was gluten-free, so I don't know. Oh, man. Okay, so who was your favorite opener? And openers were Megan, say her name, sorry.
Megan Maroney.
Maroney. I always want to say Mahoney.
Oh, nope.
Megan Maroney.
Uh-huh.
and Zach Brown Band. We're not counting Uncle Cracker. He was there for 2 songs.
I think he actually went on before Megan Maroney. We just missed it.
Oh, okay. Well, you can count him, but we missed him.
Well, and I feel like Zach Brown was kind of. I know he came on before Kenny, but I feel like he was kind of his own. So I don't.
And that's
really,
how a lot of times, right?
I don't
like the one right before.
I don't count him as an opener because he played a bigger set. So an opener to me is like 5 songs.
But you have to, Zach Brown has that experience. Megan, I'm just done saying her last name because I want to say Mahomes, and I just can't do it. So Megan, she doesn't have that many songs. You know what I mean?
Right. She's got a full album, and another one coming out soon. So, I mean, she has the songs. She just doesn't have the street cred yet.
Right.
So, I mean, I do love her. I think she's great. But Zach Brown was amazing. So,
y'all, if you have not seen him in a little bit, you better Google him right now. I'm telling you what, the sun glistening off his sweaty, muscular, tattooed, perfect shaped beard. I just everything. I had to stop looking at the screen.
We were drooling. Man,
yeah, I better be quiet.
Looking.
Christopher Robin might come kick my butt.
Yeah, he was. He puts on a fantastic show, but he was just nice to look at. Also, it was good all around.
And I like that he did different songs.
He did a couple covers. He did "Sabotage."
Yep.
I can't think of who that's by at the moment. He did Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes,
Bohemian Rhapsody. That's right. He did one other cover, and
the fiddle one.
Oh, Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
And yes, and he did a fantastic job on the covers. They were
my
so
gosh.
Good.
Yes, and everybody loved it.
And I guess he picks the cover on the fly, so it's not like a planned one.
Oh,
I
love that.
He just says, "Okay, we're gonna do this one," and they do it, and you're like, "Damn, okay." So, and his whole band, they can all sing, they can all play an instrument, like they are talented.
Yeah, that fiddle player. That fiddle player, he then all of a sudden was singing, and then he was back there, and then he was Devil Went Down to Georgia-ing, and then I don't even know.
He was it was a great performance. There was no disappointment whatsoever in that situation. So I was enthralled the whole time.
Okay, wait, keep that moment. I'm going to ask you one question right now for this person.
Yes.
Was there a song that Zach Brown did not do that you wanted him to? Or them, their band, I guess.
No, I made a note on my thing because I looked at your questions obviously beforehand. I said Megan Maroney and Zach Brown played all the songs that I wanted them to play.
Yay, good.
And they didn't have, I went through all their songs and listened to the videos I took and, that and compared. And I was like, okay, every song that they played, I loved and knew. And there wasn't any on their list that I was like, oh man, I wish they could have played that, And when I started to think that and I was like, oh wait, they did play that. Good. We're fine.
I know. I kind of did the same thing for Zach Brown because
we're good.
I was like, oh, did they do that one? Or
yeah.
Well, the only one that I don't think that he did was the one about the van,
I would say my favorite Zach Brown songs that they played was Tie Up. That's one of his newest ones. I do
like that one.
I love that one. Toes and Knee Deep. Love those because those are his.
Oh, the Jimmy Buffett tribute. I just could not stop crying.
Gosh. I was like, dang it. I was doing good. And then he did that and I was like, rude.
Well, I was failed from the second I walked in because my dad and my Aunt Vicky literally cannot not cry at things like that.
Right. And then I really liked the Bohemian Rhapsody cover because that was just, to me, it was impressive. Plus, I just really like Queen. And so I'm going to like all the songs. So I feel like he did it justice.
Oh my gosh, it was really good.
So, I mean.
By the way, that song was free. Just as free.
Free as we'll ever be. Yeah, I like that song.
He said something about the van, we'll live out in our old van.
Yes.
Travel, yeah.
All across this land.
Listen, I hardly have a voice, so I'm trying not to do too much with it.
Yes. And then for Megan Maroney, I really like I'm Not Pretty, Lucky, and Sleep on My Side.
Ooh, I loved Indifferent. I had to hear it from the bathroom, but I loved it.
No, I like that song too, but that's not one of my top ones for her.
Not your top ones?
Yeah. Lucky, or I'm sorry, I'm Not Pretty and Sleep on My Side are probably my favorites by her. Just because I feel like the I'm Not Pretty is funny because it has the bless your heart in it, and it just cracks me up every time. So I just get a giggle out of that one whenever I hear it.
Oh, see, I need to listen to some newer artists more because I just have, like I said, the podcast thing going. So I got to get back to my music.
Yes.
Okay, the last couple questions, so I'm just gonna let you talk it out.
So for Kenny.
For all the favorite Kenny Chesney song, song he sang or song you wanted him to sing but he didn't, and then how does it rank in your concert vault?
Perfect. Okay, so favorite songs that he played: Young, Anything But Mine, She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy, and When the Sun Goes Down.
Okay.
So my favorites.
Not American Kids.
Oh, I love that one too. Cause I really liked everybody singing along to that. That's the thing. I had to just pick some because I loved all of them. All of them were great.
Listen, Doug Romine, calm it down.
Calm it down. I wish he had played No Shoes, No Shirt, No Problem. But I also understand that's not the title or not the tour title. So he can't, he can play it, but it's not
who cares? This is the 5th time he's done something about the sun going down.
Right. And
Trick around the sun goes down, sun above the water, something, I don't know.
Who knows? And then I went and She's Got It All.
Yeah.
She's got it all, my heart, my soul, my wishes. That one. Wish you had done this.
All of my love, my hugs, my kisses.
Yes.
Okay.
Then, okay, that was the first two.
Are you ready for the vault question?
Yeah, I say he's definitely high on my list. And I listed people I have seen that I feel like rank with him.
Is there anybody above him?
I'm going to give you my list and I'll kind of talk through them.
Okay.
So I've seen fairly recently, the furthest back one I think was Alan Jackson. And that was like 2017, 2018.
Ooh, we're here for a good time.
He was great. So I've seen Alan Jackson, Shania Twain, Dan and Shay,
love them,
Eli Young Band, Joe Nichols,
yes,
Tyler Hubbard,
okay,
Ian Munsick. I've seen him twice.
Oh, you love him.
I love him. Zach Top. He's up there for me. And then Priscilla Block. I've seen her twice as well.
Oh yeah, I like her.
If I put the ones that are Kenny Chesney caliber to me, Alan Jackson, Shania Twain, and I feel like Joe Nichols are kind of
hello 90s country.
Yeah, all kind of in that same realm and same caliber. Whereas they're like A-League.
Yeah, you can't. They cannot be B. There will never be 90s country. I don't think ever again.
Exactly. So then, B-League to me is, and not in a bad way, obviously.
Ooh, I was like, come on, girl, give it to me. Let's roast some.
Would be like Eli Young Band, Dan and Shay, and Tyler Hubbard.
Did you have Eli Young Band in both groups?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said Joe Nichols. I almost said Eli Young Band, but I was like, wait, they're next.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Go on.
So, and then my third tier would be Ian Munsick, Priscilla Block, and Zach Top, only because they are so much newer than the rest.
Right.
So they haven't had a chance to make it to.
They haven't had their no shoes, no shirt. She thinks my tractor's sexy moment yet.
They haven't risen to that level of fame. So, but I still love them.
Yes.
With all my heart. They're
with all your life. I thought you were going to say
all my life. With everything I have.
All my life. We just can't stop singing.
I love it. But yeah, Kenny puts on a show. And I can throw Zach Brown in there too, because coupled with the whole production was amazing. So yes. I throw Zach Brown in there too, because obviously saw them in concert, so I have to. They're high ranking anyway. But
and Kenny always chooses really good openers too. It's always been that way. Old Dominion, Zach Brown, Dan and Shay. You know what I mean? Tim McGraw even, they did the
which is crazy because that doesn't seem like an opener to me.
Well, that one they kind of did together.
Yeah, but in conjunction together, which is weird because again, Tim McGraw is crazy famous in his own right. So
oh my gosh, I like it, I love it.
Exactly. So, but yeah, no, he's definitely up there in my. It was great.
Well, and also too, let's point out that we were also sitting next to two ladies probably like our parents' age, and she won on Q104 too, right? She had never seen Kenny in person either.
Yeah, she called. I heard her call on the radio, which I thought was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I heard her win her tickets.
That is crazy.
So she said, I think it was her mom that she was with, and
you're kidding. She looked great.
So. I know. I think it was her mom that she went with, and she had said, I think it was her. The way she said it made me think it was maybe like her stepdad, because she said she lost her husband and then her son.
Okay.
Or maybe it wasn't her mom, because just the way that she worded her story, I was confused.
Either way, they were like family of some sort.
Yes. And so she said that she was like, I know, I was bawling on the radio. I was like, oh my gosh, I heard that call. And I was like, I cried with you, girl. I am a sympathetic crier. So if you cry, I'll cry with you. So you're not alone in your crying. I got you.
Oh my gosh.
So okay, wait a second. So that was funny.
Do we think that the people who like were just sitting there and not like statues, that they won maybe too, and that's why they were like, oh, it's free tickets, like we're just gonna go sit?
I don't know. I feel like you have to really want to go to a concert to try to win the tickets.
I know, but they had the younger people with them. Like maybe they did it and they just were like drug along.
I mean, I guess that's possible, but still.
Either way, stay home next time, y'all.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know how you can't have fun at a concert.
Yeah.
I mean,
who are you? Are you even like human or American? I don't know.
And if I don't know who, like, if I don't even know who it is, like, either I go and just still have a good time, or
and dance with the music,
right? Or I am brushing up on my songs before I go. I'm listening to them on shuffle, their whole catalog, so I can be familiar.
To get ready.
That's how I did it with Ian Munsick the first time I saw him. It was a spur of the moment decision that I was going to the concert. So I mean, 2 hours before we were going, I put on his playlist and just started listening so I could at least be somewhat familiar with the songs.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't know that I was going to be an instant fan, because I was like, okay, the songs are good, but a little odd. Then I saw him in person. I was like, okay, he is just as good, if not better live than he is on recording. So that just made it better. So,
oh my gosh.
Instant fan from then. So,
well, we just had a blast. It was one of the best weekends. It's been a long time since Regan and I have been to a country concert together.
Yeah.
Like an actual concert, not Power and Light for the Hot Country Nights.
Yeah.
Those aren't real concerts, but they're fun. They're just, a whole different vibe.
Yes.
But I'm so happy that you won and you finally got to do that and that I was there for that moment. Shout out to Jake for letting me go, if he even like really cared.
He was like, nah, you go, babe. It's fine. I said, sounds good.
Oh my gosh. Is there anything else you want to add before we sign it off here?
I don't think so. Just that it was a great time and I want to go again. So we're going to have to.
So Q104 and Cody, 1065, my cousin. Let's go, girls.
Look us up. And or
Shania, I have never seen Shania Twain. Oh. And I was dressed like we were going to a Shania Twain concert.
Yes.
And I was trapped at a Kenny Chesney one. But it's fine.
You knew you were going. You just looked like you didn't know.
I know. I don't know why I did that. I literally had the pink heart glasses, my cute cowgirl hat that we had just made, cheetah print shirt. It was, I don't know.
Yeah, it's all good. The vibes were there. You're just vibing in your own right.
Yes. Well, we are so glad that we got to enjoy a little KC in KC. We will catch you on the next episode. And thanks for tuning in to a little R&R.